Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a vintage tinted glass and metal ashtray. I say tinted glass, I don't know if that's even a thing. It is cloudy looking, somewhat opaque from the outside, and a little more rich or deep toned on the inside. But you can see through it. It doesn't look like paint. The metal looks like brass and is tarnished. Some spots here that I'm not sure. I bought this in a lot with a bunch of other ashtrays, some matchbooks, and some lighters. And it had the bottom of the box with it. It's just plain black box with white inside, and there was a partial sticker that I don't recognize. I'll include a picture of that. Here, see if anybody can recognize that fragment of a product sticker. But what I was starting to say there is it looks like there might be some polish, or maybe that's just tarnish of some kind. The fact that it was in the box would have led me to think that it was probably new, especially as clean as it was. But maybe not. Maybe somebody polished it at some point. I just wiped it off. Haven't done anything too outrageous. So I would probably describe that as glass and brass. Could be some other kind of plating that's worn off there, but I don't think so. I think that ring is probably brass, and I'm not sure how it's fastened on. Tack right there somewhere. There you go. And then that cigarette holder tacked onto it. As I said, it's very rich in color. Very attractive and clean. The brass could use to be polished if that sort of thing bothers you. Otherwise, it's ready to use as it sits there. I have not used it. I do like using old ashtrays. If you enjoy watching videos about old petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video that you are watching. Tell your friends about the channel. Hit that share button. Send that link off in a text, email, post it on social media, however it is that you communicate with folks nowadays, and let them get a look at it for themselves. You can leave any comments or questions below the video. We would also appreciate it if you would follow and like us across all the social media platforms. That'll be Dependable Flame or DependableFlame.com on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and of course eBay. So I like using old vintage ashtrays for the same reason that I like using old lighters instead of Bics. Now, don't anybody get carried away here and think that I'm just going off the deep end and all those cigarettes in that ashtray are mine. I didn't say they weren't. I just didn't say they were. But there's a sort of communal ashtray that has no character, has no personality. It doesn't say anything about you, at least nothing good. It's just a piece of plastic, a versatile piece of plastic that will get the job done. But if you sit down to smoke with your guests and you pull out an ashtray like this, well, with this one in particular, the first thing you're going to be telling them is that you plan to smoke alone, because it only has one rest for a cigarette. Beyond that, the next thing you're going to tell them is that you have a little bit of style or class to yourself. That you're not just opting for what is the most convenient or what you've always done. Are your walls bare in your house, or did you decorate them? Anyway, there are many reasons to use old ashtrays, and that's just one of them. They do provide character, and I think they say something about the person who employs them. Something good rather than the negative message sent by the piece of plastic. There were several other ashtrays, at least 3 or 4. One of them you've seen in many videos, but it hadn't had its own video yet, so I'll do a video on that one. And I have a really nice brass ashtray that has an enameled emblem on it. So you'll see an ashtray or two still to come from that same lot. There were a bunch of matchbooks in there too, matchbooks with pinup girls on them. Not anything that I'm interested in. If anybody collects that kind of stuff, let me know. If I run into it, I'll figure a way to get it sent your way. There was also a little, like, handheld size drawer for matches. Like a drawer you might put your socks in, but the size of matches. It was advertising for something. I'm not really sure how old this is. It could be fairly recent, like this century. I think it's probably a little older than that, at least the 80s or 90s, but I don't really know. It's just a cool old ashtray that I found in a lot of lighters, ashtrays, and matchbooks that I bought a few months ago. Until next time.